Hello everybody, Gary Millard here. Welcome back and thanks for joining us. Today we're going to do a step-by-step procedure on how to do the hollow text over an image. We're going to use this one up here is the one we're going to be doing. So please follow along and hope you enjoy. If you get some use out of this one, please like, subscribe so we can bring you more. Thanks a lot. Hello everyone, Gary Millard here. Welcome back. We're going to give you another go at the hollow text over an image, in this case another German Shepherd. We're going to put the text in there, a little gentler me, just as a little play on words for a German Shepherd. So we're going to get going here. We're going to start with a 1080 by 1350 canvas. And in this case, we're going to come over here and drag the image of the German Shepherd into there. And you can use any image you want. Preferably you take the background out of it to help you manipulate this hollow text and make it have a little better look to it. So I'm going to just move this guy around here a little bit. Give yourself a little bit of space so that you can click on this in here and add a background to it. So now that we have a background, we're going to come up here and grab just the German Shepherd and make her a little bit bigger. Okay. So with that, we're going to now just hit the shortcut key of T to get the text. And instead of hitting the plus sign a million times, you're just going to come in here and jack it up to about 80. And then we're going to use the Anton font. It's a nice wide font that when the text is hollow, you'll be able to see the image better through it. So in this case, we're just going to do a little gentler me. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to align the text. You don't have to, but it's just a nicer look for what we're going to do here. Align the text so that it's a little more uniform when you make the hollow text behind it. With this space in between each of the words, we want to shorten that so that you'll be able to see more of the image through it. So in this case, you just shrink the lines, not a big deal. Come down here, take this, you can move it around, anything you want. So that's about what it's going to look like. This is just to give you an idea of what the text is going to look like. We're going to manipulate it later on. So you right click on this text, copy it, add a new page. So I don't know why the background's black, but we're going to delete it. So now we come in here and we take our pasted, we paste our text in there. So we're also going to come in here and we're going to add a background behind the text. In this case, put another frame in there. And so that we can actually see the text, we're going to put the frame behind. Okay, we're going to make that frame and back black. So one other thing we're going to do with this text now is we're going to add some effects to it. We're going to add an outline to it. In this case, we're just going to put a blue outline in there. Change the thickness down to about 20-ish. You can just type it in there if you know exactly what you want. Not a big deal. So now that we have this, you'll see that this is what we created for the mask that's going to go over the top of your image. And I'm going to show you that in a second. We have two layers here. What we want to do is combine this down to one layer so that we can remove the background. So we're going to do that now by clicking Share, Download. Leave it as a PNG file. Come down here, where it says select all, take that off and just click page 2. Done. And download. As you can see, it goes pretty quickly. So we're going to add another page, and there's 2 ways you can upload that file. You can bring it down here. You can bring the uploaded file down here, and it uploads here just by bringing it to your desktop. Pretty slick. Or you can come in here and just grab that download file. In this case, I clicked on it, but you grab the download file and just drag it in. So now that you have it here, you're going to see that it's only one layer. So now that it's only one layer, we'll be able to remove the background. So you come in here to background remover. I'm going to click it again so you can actually see that all the background is gone. So because you kept that white space all the way around, it included the letters when removing the background. So now what you're going to do is you're going to right click and you're going to copy this mask that we just made. And you go back up to your first image, delete it, and now you can right click and you can paste your text in. So as you can see, it's a pretty slick way to, easy way to make a mask. Now you can maneuver this so that all the text is included, and just crop it, move it around to whatever works for you. I like to make it so that you can see the eye through the text. So in this case, we're going to have to shrink it just a little bit till we get that eye in there. I'm going to shrink it a little bit more. There we go. All right. So we have this space down below and we have the space up above. In this case, I want this whole half to be black so that we can just see the text, the image through that text. So we're going to come in here and we're going to get another element, which is just a frame. And we're going to use this like whiteout, only we'll call it blackout. So again, just make that background black. You can duplicate it and then come back up here and put it in there. Move it above so we don't crop out our A. Okay, so with that done, everybody might say, okay, this is pretty much done the way it is. And it could be if that's what you want. We're going to add another effect to this. We're going to grab another frame and we're going to put some blue smoke behind the image. Just kind of set the image off a little bit. So you come in here and you go blue smoke. Of course, I've selected it already. So you come back in here. In this case, I'm going to use the blue smoke that is a Canva Pro image. You're going to see that you have graphics, photos, frames. So I'm just going to grab the photo and plink it into there. So now what you'll see here is that it's black on half of it, blue smoke on the other half. So we're going to actually click on it. We're going to rotate it. And then we're going to position it behind the German Shepherd. So now that it's behind her, you can grab it, manipulate it, move it. And in this case, where the German Shepherd is, there's still some areas here that we could fill with blue smoke. So you can do the same thing again if you like. Come in here, grab another element, grab that same blue smoke and put it behind here so that we actually have blue smoke. Double click on it because then you can move it and then click on it. So now you can move that behind the letters again. So just move it down with your other one. And now you can see we're going to put some blue smoke behind there. So just adds a little different effect. I kind of like it. So we're going to add some text in here again. We're going to add her name. So in this case, we're just going to type in Lacey. We're going to increase that size quite a bit. It's easier just to drag it. In this case, though, we're going to use a different font, a little fancier font. We're going to come down here and just move it. And in this case, we're going to give it a little twist. All right. So for the better part of things, this looks pretty well done. What we're going to do, though, is I'm just going to add a heart up at the top and put her photograph in that heart. So I have the heart over here, but if you wanted, you could just come up here and type in red heart. And in this case, they named it red velvet heart. It's over here in the frames. Drag the frame in here. I'm going to turn it just a little bit because of her ear coming in here. And then I'm going to grab that image again that we had of her. Put it in there. So if you double click on this, you can actually move the image around and then shrink it. So kind of like that. Then you're going to come back in here, shrink that, move it around. Again, this is all personal choice. But there you have it. Just some different effects for the same type of hollow text image, hollow text over an image. So if you like it, please like, subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.